There we go. Okay, again, good morning, everyone. Let me reshare my screen. Okay, we have a lot to talk about today. We are going to cover the Creative Studio, the new portion of One Design, and we'll do a review of what is in the classic One Design, which is now labeled Xpress Docs. So when you go to your One login, you will see the same One Design over here under Print Center, which will also say Xpress Docs next to it. That just means that this is the site that's still connected to the Xpress Docs printer that is a mail-away printer, but it also still has the downloading capability for these property flyers and some of these other marketing pieces, such as the seasonal marketing over here. So this is still in here, your sports schedules, baseball, football. You can come here, get your Panthers schedule, download it into an image file and share it around. You can still go into here and do your automated marketing postcard campaigns. You can still come in and make a property flyer. You can still come in and just make a regular postcard and have them printed, sent to you, and you can do your own distributing. And you can still connect to listings in here, but I'll show you how to do that in the new program as well. So here, Creative Studio can be accessed in the old design. So if you forget and you end up in the classic, I'll call it the classic design center, then you can click on Creative Studio and it will take you out into this new design center called Creative Studio. And this was launched in July. So it functions a little more like a Canva, like a graphic design site where you can customize each of these pieces in here a little more thoroughly. So you have more, you can, the image editor is a little easier. The text editing is a little easier as well. You can add more images and logos in here a bit easier as well. So let's start, let me close this. Let's start basics, what you will see when you first open it. We see quite a few different libraries over here on the left, just because I have access to the One Lux library, which a One Lux member has access to some really interesting pieces, just a different look with some of the marbling and some other gold. The gold X is a One Lux logo piece. So Christina, you will see all of these in your Creative Studio account. Everyone else should see these two right here, the digital templates and the print templates. Let's start in print, just so we can take a look at the differences between the two One Designs. In here, you have a new set of postcards. And right now, there is not an automated marketing program in Creative Studio, but that will change here in the next, within the next probably 6 months. They are adding that farming feature where you can do the automated mailing of postcards. But right now you can, of course, print these if you like these designs. I'll call these the modern designs. So we'll call One Design Xpress Docs the classic, and we'll call the Creative Studio the modern designs. So here you see a lot of different shapes. And of course, these can also be downloaded. Everything can be downloaded into a digital format. So if you like some of these for digital use, you can do that too. Or download and print, to regular paper. In the flyer section, we have some updated designs also. And again, these are more modern. They have a little different look. They are using some of these updated logos with the open circle and a lot of the more foil gold colors. And these can be used for digital as well. Everything is free for digital download. So let's go and look at one. The way this works is kind of, again, like a Canva account, if you've ever used Canva. So you can take one of these templates and create a design. The benefit of doing this is you can create unlimited designs using the same template from the beginning. And you can also go back to that template, copy and use it again for, let's see, who has an address I can plug in here? Anyone have a property listed right now or under contract?
260 Grovefield Drive in Fort Mill.
Grove?
Grovefield,
Yep.
260 Grovefield.
Okay. So you can see I just typed in the address. You can do it by MLS. And I'm pulling up Christina's, and it pulls everything directly from the MLS. So here I have the description from the MLS for her flyer. I have all this other information that I can, edit or remove as I would like it in the flyer. And then I can add a headline. And then the address. And then I can choose which pictures I want. And then you confirm it's your listing or have permission to use it. This is, of course, important. And we talk a lot about, marketing the firm's listings. And if you don't have your own listings, using other agents' listings for your benefit. If you're holding an open house, of course, you would have permission from the agent who is listing it. And really, that's just to maintain the accuracy and consistency of the information that's out there about that property. Okay, so once I hit create, it has now dumped the information into here, so I can edit each part of this flyer to make it look the way I want it to. Since clearly this description was very long, thank you, Christina, we can edit this, make it look how we want to for print. Looks like these photos did not plug into here. So I am not sure how. Here we go, from the listing. Okay, so now I can move these photos around to make them fit in each box. Okay, and whenever I'm ready to print, I should surely save it. And it'll give me lots of tips and warnings. You can print with Xpress Docs here again if you want to do the mail away, or of course you can download. Here, the great thing about Creative Studio as opposed to the classic one design is you now have a lot of options for download. So I can print into an image file if I'm going to use this more for social media or online. And I can print to a couple different PDF options here if I am going to print this at home or send it out to Office Depot or wherever. Okay, once I save it and close out, this will now be saved in what's called My Designs. So up here at the top, once you log in, it should take you straight to My Designs each time. And these are some of the designs I've created in the past. So I can go in and take one. If I liked it, I did it months ago, I can go in here and edit it again, or I can create a new one. I can make this, instead of Lux, I could take out Lux and add it a different logo. I could come in here and if I really liked this new agent post about Christina and I wanted to use it again for a different agent, I could go in here and edit. So now let's look at some of the, oh yes, and most of you, when you joined, we talked about the business cards in here. This is a new set of business cards. You still have your classic set of business cards here in the One Design Xpress Docs, but we have a whole new set of designs here as well. Okay. Any questions? You can pop in. No questions. Okay, I'll keep moving on.
I
Now
was,
we have,
Amanda,
yeah,
I
go
did
ahead.
want to let people know,
Right.
if you have a brand new listing, sometimes the photos don't populate from the MLS just fast enough. If it's brand new, like I put in a listing and tried to create a template for a flyer the same day. It wasn't up there, it didn't download. So you can also take them off your computer. So you can upload images, not just from the MLS, but you can upload images from your computer as well.
Right. So that creates a little image library. Let me go to this one. So here's a sample. This is a digital sample, and we'll go through the digital library as well. But I created this morning, and let's say I didn't like the background image. That wasn't my favorite one. You can, yes, upload right here. You go to my uploads. You can upload any photos you want, and they stay in here. So let's say I want to use this photo instead. Then I can choose it from here. If you have other logos, other images, if you have 5 different headshots that you want to play around with and see which one works best, you would upload them under my uploads. But there are also some things already in here. Under logo library, you have all of the different Realty One Group logos that you can use. And you also have under design assets, you have the different paint swipes and circles that Realty One uses. And these different backgrounds here and shapes. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Okay, now let's go to the digital section. The digital section has several different options. First, we have a general branding. Then we have a holiday category. And in here, you will find a little more lifestyle brand images than you would back in One Design or in the branding social site. Under listing marketing, these are the ones that will pull, just like the flyer did, from MLS. And again, these are a little more modern than the other images and graphics you've seen before from Realty One. They have more foil, the metallic look. And these are, again, fully editable. So this just listed does not need to say just listed. I'm not going to do another property. Does not need to say just listed like the other one did. Like it says in the template. So here's an example, the one that I created and put into my designs. You can edit all of these text boxes, so you can completely recreate this file, however you'd like it. You can start from scratch if you want. Okay. There is also a really great category called market updates. These are awesome infographics that you can manipulate to advertise or inform the public about, market statistics. And I want to show you a real life example. Justin, who's not on the call today, has started some of this. He has made some great graphics here for market updating. And you'll see at the top, he has a market update graphic where he has added some information from Canopy with the average sale price, days on market, original list price, percentage, month supply. And then the one at the bottom, he has price increases, price decreases, and list to close. So if you feel like your audience, your social media audience, your wherever this is going, if they would benefit from this information, here is a great template for you to use. Here he took another template too. This probably said just listed or just sold or something, but he turned it into a holiday one, Happy Labor Day, because he liked the way it looked. Here's a more general ad. Opportunity awaits. Unlock the door to your future. Let's find your dream home today. So now you have more of an opportunity to create what you want to put out there. And again, each of these can be downloaded into those multiple graphic type or file types. We also have a few sections here for social media banners. And so these are formatted to the correct size that you would use them for Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. And we also have a testimonial section, which is really nice. That was something new we did not have before, little testimonial graphics. Of course, if you're using Rate My Agent, they have graphics that you can use that auto-populate those testimonials. These are a different color. These are more on brand. So it's up to you what you'd like to put out there. And then the branding, the generic category here has a few more of the just nice quotes. You can obviously change them once you're inside of these if you just like the layout instead. And some of these are just a little more like an ad, a little generic. If you have a team or a group, or you're advertising for an event you're hosting or something as a group, then there are some of these great team ads as well that have a little more of a horizontal photo where you can get some more people in the photo. Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, quick question. Now, when you were on marketing updates and you had the cursor over some of the updates that Thomas had created, there was actually showing likes and it was giving you feedback. So did he automatically download them to Instagram from this Xpress Docs page, or is there somehow a link keeping track of,
So I was
likes and-
actually I don't know if you can see at the top, maybe not, but I was on the Instagram. I was on
Okay.
his Instagram
Gotcha.
account on the website. But let's take a look and see if we do have, because we may have some capability there. Okay, here, do you see this share button right here? I went to the 3 dots in the top right corner of this design, and I went to share, and you can share directly to an Instagram account. Let's see what it does. Oh, it says we can't yet. But you can send it directly in an email. So it looks like, oh wait, maybe I could do it to Facebook instead. It looks like it's just going to make a link, Lance, not pull the graphic itself. So for now, I would still suggest downloading and re-uploading. That will also give you the benefit if you use your social media, if you do scheduling, and if you do cross-posting. Because when you have a Facebook business account, you can actually use the scheduler to also post to your Instagram if they're connected. So I would say it's still more convenient to do that and to do it from a download instead of a direct share here. Good question. Michelle, what are some of your favorite features in the studio?
Really the flyers and also the social media posts that's mostly what I've done with it. I've made flyers for open house, and then done just listed for social media. So those were, but they're just, it's what I love about it is they're easy to use. They're easy to pick something that looks, you know, like the layout that you want, substitute photos, add in, you know, your descriptions, put your information in there. They're just, it's a lot easier to use, I think. And you don't have to go out and find stuff on the internet, just random. It's already branded with everything.
I think if
Michelle?
you make this, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, this is Trinette. Good
Hey,
morning.
Good morning.
Did you find that your impressions increased once you started using that?
I'll be honest, I don't do a ton with social media, but trying to make myself do more. So I just posted on Instagram, Facebook. Those are really the only two that I do, but I don't do a lot of posting myself. I'm not a huge social media poster, unlike some of our agents are much better at it than I am. So I did get comments and likes on it. So I think, you know, it obviously does help. I just have to be more consistent with it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Who has anyone else created something? Do you want to share what you've created or talk about, have you had any experience in the system that you want to talk about?
I've done it. I think I've done flyers, and I did, you know, coming soon, just listed, you know, those kinds of things. I like playing with it because, you know, there are different things and trying to find the right layout with the photos that you have, you know. So it has a good variety, and I love how it's completely branded already. So I don't have to send it to you for compliance.
Right.
So
Good. Okay. And since the system is new, it came out in July, then they are still adding many, many more templates. You will see this change as the coming year moves on. You will see new templates in here. And so I would always check back and see what has been added for you to use.
Yeah, I think they've added since it released in July.
Mhm.
And there's also lots of videos. And if you need to go, you know, if you need to refresh, if you need to, you know, figure out how to do something, there's also videos, training videos on all of this too.
And I don't see them here, so they must be in the one support. In the resource guide. There we go. And for everything on one login, you can go to the resource guide.
Actually, if you click on, if you go back to the design center in the bottom left corner, it says knowledge base, knowledge
Oh,
center.
Knowledge Center, I see it.
It's right there.
Oh, this is great.
So that's everything with the creative design studio. So it's all relevant. Yeah, it's a great resource. And again, you can print stuff out on your own or send it and have it printed through Xpress Docs or download it and take it to, you know, Kinko's or UPS store, wherever you want to go.
Okay, very good. Any other questions or comments about the One Design design centers, both Xpress Docs, which is now called Print Center, and the Creative Studio?
I'll just say, I think the first time you do it, once I would take the time to make it a template that you're really happy with, making sure that your headshot's right and all your info's good. And then after you have the first one done, it takes like 5 minutes to do subsequent ones. So I definitely take the time to make your templates how you want them and invest the time early, because then it's super quick right after that.
That's a great point.
Agreed.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us today. If you have any other questions while you're in here working in the system, you can always let myself know. Michelle Graves obviously is in here today, and thank you, Michelle, for joining and letting us know your experience in here. There is a great webinar that I emailed the link out to this morning in the reminder email that goes through the entire system again also. And that webinar was hosted by corporate, so they may have some other tips and information that I did not include today.
No, this was great. Very helpful, Amanda.
Amanda,
Yes.
this is Rodi. I have a question for you. So I ordered last week my business cards, and the mailing address, I just included our office from Indian Land.
Okay.
How do I get them? Like, is somebody in charge with like mailing, or it's coming directly to the office?
Yes, I'll definitely let you know. We are heading down there, I think later today or tomorrow morning. And
Okay, because I just got an email yesterday from them, and it says your order was processed. So probably maybe today or tomorrow, I think we should get, have them there.
great. And you can let me know if it gives you any tracking or other information about the shipping. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sounds great. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. And I hope to see you in the office or on our next training. Have a great rest of your week.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.